Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, probe launched the following death of 2-year-old boy in Clarendon. The police have launched an investigation into the circumstances which led to the death of a 2-year-old child in Clarendon on Sunday. The news was informed that the child, identified as Gasheen Duncan, of Longbourn district in Clarendon, was pronounced dead shortly after he was rushed to the Percy Junior Hospital. It is reported that Gashon was playing with his 2-year-old cousin at their home in Longbourn district sometime after 2 o'clock. His grandmother went to check on them when she heard one of the children crying out. Gashon was found lying face down in an unconscious state. He was rushed to hospital but did not regain consciousness. Investigators say there were no marks of violence on the body. St. Catherine Police widen search for missing taxi operator. The St. Catherine Police have widened the search for missing taxi operator Roisin Wilkins. This was disclosed by Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, head of the St. Catherine North Police. Members of the Linstead Taxi Association joined the police on Monday to comb sections of Pleasant Hill in Sligoville for Mr. Wilkins, who was last seen alive on Friday night. Investigators suspect foul play in the disappearance of the taxi operator after the burnt remains of the car he was driving were found in a section of the community on Saturday night. A shoe and money were found near to the scene. Superintendent Nicholson said Mr. Wilkins has not been seen since he took up a charter allegedly to transport someone from the airport. He urged anyone with information on the disappearance of the taxi operator to contact the police.
The initial report is that he left to pick up someone at the airport. Sometime on Saturday, April 27, the Toyota Probox motor car that is reported that he was driving was found in the Boardwalk area. It was burnt out. It was removed to the police station where the CIB has commenced investigation. We understand that the members of the taxi association conducted search. The police joined them earlier to conduct search, and the investigations are ongoing. We ask that anyone has any information treating with the disappearance of this taxi driver, that they may contact the police.
Cocaine found inside a cutting board at a Kingston Courier Service. The narcotics police are reporting that an undetermined amount of cocaine was discovered concealed among kitchen utensils in a package at a courier service entity in Kingston on Friday, April 26. Reports are that representatives from a courier service entity were conducting a security screening on 2 shipments when they discovered a package consisting of mainly kitchen utensils. Further checks revealed that an undetermined amount of cocaine was found concealed in a cutting board. Another undetermined amount of cocaine was also discovered in another package. The narcotics police were summoned. The weight and the value of the cocaine is yet to be ascertained. No one was arrested in connection to the seizures. The narcotics police are asking anyone who may have information in connection with these seizures to contact narcotics headquarters at 876-923-5729, 119 police emergency number, 311 Crime Stop, or the nearest police station. Mason slapped with several charges after allegedly hitting cop in the face. A 27-year-old Mason was slapped with charges of resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer after he allegedly became boisterous and physically assaulted a police officer in an incident on Saturday, April 27. According to reports, police were conducting an operation at the home of Romaine Perry of Burke Road, Old Harbour in St. Catherine. Perry's room was reportedly searched in his presence when 4 5.56 cartridges and 1 9mm cartridge was found. Perry reportedly became boisterous following the discovery, hitting an officer in his face in an attempt to prevent the police from arresting him. Perry is also facing possession of ammunition charges. Charges were subsequently laid against him. A court date is being arranged. PNP widens lead overruling JLP in latest Don Anderson poll. There is a strong showing among potential voters in favor of the opposition People's National Party, which now has a near 8% lead over the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. This surge by the PNP was revealed in the latest Don Anderson poll commissioned by the PNP, with a commanding 36.8% for the PNP and 29% for the JLP. 1,057 registered voters who were interviewed indicated where their support would go if an election were to be called now. This represents a 7.8% lead for the opposition party. It comes shortly after the PNP made significant inroads in voter support in the February 26 local government elections, claiming the majority vote in a record low voter turnout for the local polls at 29%. 34% of respondents are either undecided at this time or do not intend to vote. Support for the PNP traditionally comes from the older cohort. In an interesting turn, the opposition has managed to rally a strong support from the 18 to 24 age group, splitting the voter intent equally with the JLP in that category. Across the majority of polls conducted since 2016, the JLP has had better support in this young age cohort. Pollster Don Anderson says the leader represents a historic turn for the People's National Party.
Up to about January of 2023, none of the polls that I did had the PNP within touching distance of the Jamaica Labour Party. The average gap between 2016 and 2022 was about 12 percentage points in favor of the JLP. Right? And from January 2023, we had a neck-and-neck situation. Then we had the PNP moving 5 percentage points ahead. That narrowed to 3% around about December. When we did the one for the local government election, the JLP had a 1% gap.
6 common errors were noted between the two parties from respondents. Some 38.9% of PNP supporters said that their party had the best track record of management, while 40.2% JLP supporters said that the ruling party was better able to manage Jamaica's economic situation. Additionally, 25.8% of JLP supporters said the party provided more jobs when compared with 10.9% for the PNP. With a 0.5% difference, 8% of respondents are supporting the PNP because of their crime-fighting policies when compared with the 7.5% for the government. Call center worker steals colleagues' money because of drugs. A 36-year-old call center operator was freed of criminal charges after he admitted that drugs caused him to steal his co-workers' money. "I'm going to admonish and discharge you. Stay away from drugs. It obviously impairs your judgment," Senior Parish Judge Sancho Burrell told Anthony Russell, who pleaded guilty to simple larceny. It was shared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday that Russell was seen on closed-circuit footage taking $2,300 from his co-worker's bag. The complainant's bag was stored in a locker provided by their employer. "I guess it was just dishonesty," Russell told the senior jurist when asked the reason for stealing monies from his co-worker. "I was in a situation and I am just asking for the highest level of leniency, and I will never let it happen again," he added. "What were you going through at the time?" the judge quizzed. "I was smoking at that time," he responded. "But I had time for self-realization and I spent some time in halfway tree lockup, and I did some reflection," Russell said. "I am glad you had that experience," Burrell said before withdrawing the matter against him.